Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you all of the best money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself millions upon millions of dollars as a solo player. That's right, and in total, I will be covering 7 different money methods all in this one video. That being said, if you go on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But now let's get into the very first money method. Alright, so getting into the first one, we are going to be using the document forgery business because this week all of the sell missions inside there are paying out double money plus double RP, which is very good. So to start running this business to make the most amounts of money possible, what you first want to do is either enter inside the actual business itself, or if you own a mansion like I do, you could also go over here to the computer inside the mansion and sit down to log into the master control terminal. Because here you'll see the document forgery business, but anyway, once you are at the document forgery business and signed into the computer just like I am here, what we now need to do is make sure the supplies level is all the way full, which mine is almost all the way full. So to do this, what you want to do is go over here to where it says resupply, and you'll see 2 different options, the option to buy supplies or steal supplies. Trust me, the only option you ever want to do is buy supplies. Because once we buy them, all we need to do is simply wait 5 to 10 minutes later, then we'll get delivered a full set of supplies to the business just like so. And you'll only ever need to do that maybe 3 times once the supplies level gets all the way low, of course, and once the stock is all the way full, then you'll of course be ready to sell this entire business's stock. Which, take a look here, this is how much money your stock will be selling for once it is completely full. As you can see, $315,000 as long as you sell it to the farthest location, which for me is Blaine County. So go ahead and click on where it says OK, then confirm, because we will be getting multiple sell vehicles, but don't worry, because as long as you are doing this sell mission in an invite only session, you'll have 45 minutes to complete this entire sell mission as a solo player, which trust me is way more than enough time. Anyway though, in this sell mission that I got here, I simply had to deliver 4 different motorcycles to a different drop off each. Which honestly wasn't that hard whatsoever. I might have completed this mission in just around 30 minutes, and once I did, I got paid my $315,000 just as it told me once I clicked sell. Alright, but now getting into the second money method, I will now be showing you how to make $251,000 in only 1 minute. That's right, if you want to do this, first open up the pause menu, then come over to this exact location in East Vinewood where this week's HSW time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest HSW vehicle that you own, of course, then drive it on top of the time trial to click right D-pad. From here, stay still, but then open up the pause menu, then come over here to the left where the checkpoint is at to simply mark it. Once you've marked it, then drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and simply exit out of the time trial just like so. From here, whenever you are ready, simply click right D-pad to start the time trial, and all you'll want to do is drive down this entire road, but before you go across this bridge, you want to drive off this part of the cliff here to the left. Make sure you drive off fast enough that way you land on this part of the freeway just like so, and once on this part of the freeway, all you want to do is literally follow the waypoint exactly as it is showing you on the waypoint the entire way through, dodging traffic the whole way down this entire part of the freeway. And as long as you made it over to the destination in time, here is how much money you'll get paid. As I said, $251,000 in just over 1 minute of beating a very easy HSW time trial. Just make sure you of course do it by this week. Okay, so now getting into the third money method, we are going to be playing the transform races, which this current week are paying out double money plus double RP. That's right, so to start these for yourself, all you want to do is open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, rockstar created, stunt races, then you want to look for all the transform races right here. As I said, these are all going to be paying double money plus double RP. So from there, you could start whichever one of those transform races you want to, and in case anybody here watching has never played these type of races, let me quickly explain them to you because they are slightly different than normal races. Because as you know, in normal races, you are only racing in one type of car the entire race, but in transform races, you are going to be switching between multiple different vehicles during the entire lap. Which is pretty fun because sometimes you'll be a fast car, then you'll turn into a slow car, and sometimes even an airplane. But of course, getting into how to make the most money and RP from these races, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is come in the top 4 positions, because those top 4 positions out of everyone in these races will be getting paid the most money and RP that's worth it from completing these races. So there's really only two different things to make sure you come in a high position guaranteed every single race. The two things are, first of all, by making sure you use a custom vehicle during all of these races that you are able to. And then the second thing is to make sure you use all of your racing skills possible during these races, like of course taking advantage of slipstreams from people in front of you and also not wrecking too many times. But cutting straight to it, here's how much money I got paid once I came in first place during one of these races. Take a look, I was in this race for just over 7 minutes and got paid $31,000. But take a look, here's the RP, also 14,000 RP, which is very good as well. So yeah, these transform races are definitely a fast way to make a lot of money and also RP, but definitely the RP. So if you are a low level watching this video, make sure you definitely grind this specific method. Alright, so now getting into the fourth money method, we are going to be doing the Madrazo Hits, which this current week are paying out triple money plus triple RP. To do these, you will need to own a bail enforcement office, because once you own one and open up your map, you should see this icon somewhere around your map. It is pretty much a purple bounty icon with a money sign in the middle. It is called a Madrazo Hit. The location of these do switch every day and you only get once per day as well, so definitely keep that in mind. So once over at the Madrazo Hit location, you should see a yellow circle appear, and then you'll need to search that entire circle radius for the target. You will also see at the top left of your screen a weapon of choice that you will be given to take out the target with, so make sure whatever that weapon of choice was that you take out the target with that exact same weapon. Because once you did take out that target with the exact same weapon of choice it told you to, you now want to take a picture of the body, then send it to Madrazo, because once you did, you'll then be told to leave the area. Which once you left the area completely, here is how much money you'll get paid each time you complete a Madrazo Hit this week. As you could see, $60,000, and if you didn't do it with the correct weapon, you'll get paid $50,000 instead. That's why I said make sure you do it with the correct weapon of choice, that way you get the complete max amount of money, and as I said, these are only able to be done once per day. Getting into the fifth money method, I will now be showing you how to make $101,000 in only 1 minute. That's right, if you want to do this, first open up the pause menu, then come over to this exact location at the bottom of the Mount Chiliad mountain where this week's regular time trial is located at. Once over here, go on top of the time trial just like so, and you want to be on the very edge just like I am. From here, whenever you are ready, simply click right D-pad to start the time trial, and this week's time trial is not really that hard, but it's also not really that easy, but all you want to do is follow exactly where I'm going along this entire part of the mountain, because this route is literally the easiest way to beat it in time. Make sure you also try your best to dodge all of the trees and also rocks in the middle of these mountains, but anyway, as long as you followed exactly where I was going along this entire part of the mountain, you should have been able to make it all the way over here to the top in time, because once you did, all you'll want to do is follow this entire trail all the way up to the final destination. Here's another little trick, make sure you bounce off this part of the rock to make sure you go on top of the final destination very easily, and once you beat it in time, here's how much money you'll get paid. As I said, $101,000 in just over 1 minute of beating a very easy time trial. But now getting into the sixth money method, we are going to be doing the auto shop client jobs, which this current week are paying out double money plus double RP. To do these, it's very simple. You first want to own a auto shop, because once you own one, inside of one of the car lifts should be a random vehicle spawned inside. Once you walk up to it, click right D-pad to modify the customer's vehicle, and all you'll want to do is click on where it says service vehicle and customize the customer's vehicle exactly as it tells you at the bottom middle of your screen. Then once you finish customizing the vehicle exactly as the customer wanted, you want to click on where it says confirm, then deliver vehicle. Make sure you never click on where it says deliver vehicle by staff, because delivering vehicles by ourselves is way faster. Then from here, all we need to do is literally just deliver this vehicle over to our customer, which once we do, we want to also make sure we don't crash on the whole way over there. And as long as you didn't crash, here's how much money you'll get paid once you deliver the vehicle over to the customer. Take a look, you'll get paid around $80,000 to $90,000, but take in mind $35,000 of that was how much we paid for the service cost. So really you'll only get paid around $50,000 to $60,000 per vehicle you deliver for these client jobs. But that now brings me to my seventh and final money method of today's video, which is very simple and also has to do with these client jobs. Because if you were to complete 3 client jobs, so basically 2 more after this first one, you'll actually complete the weekly challenge, which take a look, if you open up the interaction menu, go down to where it says challenges, and weekly challenge is literally to complete 3 auto shop client jobs, which I just completed, and once you complete it, shortly after you'll get paid an extra $100,000 just like so for completing this week's weekly challenge. Just make sure you do it by this week. And yeah, that is officially going to be the end of today's video. You now know all of the best money methods you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself millions upon millions of dollars as a solo player in no time. Like I said at the beginning, if you went on to enjoy my video and you still haven't already, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like on it before you click off. And of course, if you aren't, make sure you definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future GTA 5 Online videos just like this one from me. And with all that being said, until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.